Hello everyone, welcome to Sanju Champion YouTube channel. तो आम फास्ट चैप्टर आम फंडामेंटल ऑफ कंप्यूटर सब जगह पार्ट आम क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस डिस्कशन करते तो आज आम गोटे नुआ चैप्टर स्टार्ट कर पुणी कंप्यूटर मेमोरी। तो यहाँ भी आमर पाखर अच्छे प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन 200 ରୁ 300 क्वेश्चन। तो प्रति बैटर आम 50टा लाख क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन करवा। तो चलतु बर्तमान स्टार्ट करवा। तो फास्ट क्वेश्चन कौन है, व्हाट इज द कंप्यूटर मेमोरी। कंप्यूटर मेमोरी कौन 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 ऑप्शन अच्छी। ऑप्शन ए डिवाइस यूज्ड टू स्टोर इंफॉर्मेशन इन कंप्यूटर, डिवाइस टू प्रिंट आउटपुट टू स्क्रीन, डिवाइस टू प्रोसेस डाटा, नन ऑफ दिस कौड़ा हम ना। ऑप्शन ए हम डिवाइस यूज टू स्टोर इंफॉर्मेशन इन कंप्यूटर। देन जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, मेमोरी इज मेड अप ऑफ डैश। मेमोरीटा हमर कौथर अच्छी, सेट ऑफ वायर्स, सेट ऑफ सर्किट, लार्ज नंबर ऑफ सेल्स, सेट ऑफ ऑप्टिकल फाइबर। वायर तो हेनी, सर्किट भी हेनी, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर भी हेनी। ताले हमर कौन हम आंसर ना, लार्ज नंबर ऑफ सेल्स। देन जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, द प्राइमरी मेमोरी ऑफ ए पर्सनल कंप्यूटर कंसिस्ट ऑफ डैश। प्राइमरी कंप्यूटर कौन को मेमोरी थाए, रैम ओनली, रोम ओनली, बोथ रैम एंड रोम, ना कैश मेमोरी कौटा हम ना। ऑप्शन सी बोथ रैम एंड रोम मेमोरी। मेमोरी केते प्रकार, टाइप्स ऑफ मेमोरी केते प्रकार ना, 4 प्रकार। कौन कौन ना, प्राइमरी, आ गोटे कौन सेकेंडरी, आ गोटे कौन कैश मेमोरी, आ गोटे रजिस्टर है। तो प्राइमरी मेमोरी आमर कौन आसो ना, रैम और रोम। देन नेक्स्ट, व्हिच ऑफ दिस कैटेगरी इज ए व्हिच ऑफ दिस इज ए कैटेगरी ऑफ रैम। इरेजिबल रैम, डायनामिक रैम, प्रोग्रामेबल रैम, नन ऑफ दिस एबव कौटा हम ना, डायनामिक रैम। ऑप्शन बी, कहीं ना रैम केते प्रकार, 2 प्रकार, गोटे है स्टैटिक रैम और गोटे है डायनामिक रैम। देन जो नेक्स्ट, the most common type of storage device are dash, presented optical, magnetic, flash कौटा हम ऑप्टिकल हम। क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, the boot sector files of the system are stored in which computer memory। कौ मेमोरी आमर बूट सेक्टर थाए, रैम, रोम, कैश, रजिस्टर कौटा हम ना, रोम हम। कहीं कैश के भूल भी मारनी। देन जो नेक्स्ट, कंप्यूटर्स यूज द डैश नंबर ऑफ सिस्टम टू स्टोर डाटा एंड परफॉर्म कैलकुलेशन। कौटा हम आंसर, ऑप्शन ए बी सी डी, बाइनरी, ऑक्टल, डेसिमल, हेक्साडेसिमल कौटा ना, बाइनरी। बाइनरी के हम यूज करछे ना। द एनालिटिक इंजिन डेवलपमेंट ड्यूरिंग फास्ट जनरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर यूज्ड एज ए मेमोरी डैश मेमोरी यूनिट। हम को मेमोरी यूनिट के हम यूज करछे ना, काउंटर व्हील्स। देन नेक्स्ट, what is the permanent memory built into your computer called ROM। then next, which of the following is a storage device that use rigid permanently installed magnetic disk to store data and information कौटा हम हार्ड डिस्क। then next, which of the following is not used to secondary storage। सेकेंडरी स्टोरेज रे हमर कोडा यूज होउनी कौन हम ना सेमीकंडक्टर मेमोरी. Then next, dash is the maximum amount of data that can be stored in a storage medium. Magnetic storage, optical storage, solid board storage, storage capacity. कोड़ा वो storage capacity option D. ସେଥିରେ ଆମେ କ'ଣ maximum amount data ଆମେ save କରିପାରିବା. What is the following system are not correct but about the main memory of a computer. Correct नुह जोटा कि main memory of a computer. कोड़ा in main memory data gets lost when power is switched off. Main memory is faster than secondary memory but slower than register. They are made up of semiconductors. All are correct. कोड़ा वो ना all are correct. तीन टाइप का बटी. Which one of the following is sequentially access mechanism? Magnetic tape, hard disk, floppy disk, CD. Magnetic tape होगा. RAM is dash and dash. Volatile temporary, non-volatile temporary, volatile permanent, non-volatile permanent. It always very question आसला option A. Volatile temporary. Dash act as a temporary high-speed holding area between the memory and CPU, thereby improving processing capabilities. RAM, ROM, temporary memory, cache memory. कुड़ा हो cache memory. Then next, which of the following has the fastest speed in the computer memory? Here cache. Cache registers in CPU, main memory, disk, cache. Kuda? Now option B is the right answer. Register in CPU. Which of the following is the lowest in the computer memory? Here guys. Cache, RAM, semiconductor memory, CPU register. Kuda ho? Semiconductor memory. Next question. A disk content that is recorded at the time of manufacture and that cannot be changed or erased by the user is dash. Memory only, write only, read only, run only. कोड़ा हवा? Read only हवा. Read only memory. Which memory act as a buffer between CPU and main memory? बढ़िया question. RAM, ROM, cache, storage. कोड़ा हवा? Cache. Then which of these memory devices can be removed from the computer? Floppy, RAM, hard disk, register. कोड़ा हवा? Floppy. Which of the following statement are not correct about the cache memory? कौन कहला? ना cache memory is used to store data temporarily, but option B कौन कहला? ना it hold that data and a program which has to be executed within a short period of time. It consumes less access time as compared to the RAM. All are the correct. कौन है आंसर? All are correct. Then next question number 23 कौन कहला? Which of these statement are correct for SRAM? SRAM भाई हमरो को ऑप्शन टा correct अच्छी है. It needs refreshing. It uses capacitor to store data. It uses transistor to store data. It have option C is the right answer. Which of the following is used to transfer data between the processor and memory? Cache, TLB, buffer, register. कोड़ा हवा? पिलाउने register हवा. Then next 25 question. Which of these devices use capacitors to store data? SRAM, DRAM, ERAM, PRAM. कोड़ा हवा? ना DRAM. Then next which computer memory chip allows simultaneously both read and write operation? ROM, RAM, PROM, EEPROM. कोड़ा हवा? RAM. which of these a type of ROM? PROM, EPROM, double EPROM, all of these above. ROM रे हमरो सब जगह रोज ना तो कौन अब आंसर all of these above. Then which of these a feature of EPROM? It can be programmed by user. It is non-volatile memory. It can be erased using evaluate all of these. तीनटा को हबो ऑप्शन डी all of these. Which of these a type of a secondary memory? Floppy disk, CD, magnetic tape, all of these. All of these हबो secondary memory हमरो. What is the magnetic tape? Magnetic tape कौन? Strip of a plastic film used to store data. It is a volatile memory, faster memory, all of these. Would have a strip of plastic film used to store data. Then which of these a circular plate with magnetic coating used to store data? Magnetic tape, magnetic disk, cache memory, ना all of these हबो कोड़ा magnetic disk. Question number 32 कौन कहला which of the following memories must be refreshed many times per second? EPROM, ROM, static RAM, dynamic RAM. कोड़ा dynamic RAM. USB type storage device is secondary, main, tertiary, primary. Secondary memory. What is the main advantage of a magnetic core memory over semiconductor RAM memory? More compact and smaller, more economical. A bit does not have to write after reading, non-volatile. तो कोड़ा हबो non-volatile. Then next when we work on any document on PC, it is stored temporarily on RAM, ROM, CPU, flash memory. कोड़ा RAM हबो. Which of the following is used to hold ROM, RAM, CPU and expansion card? Computer bus, motherboard, cache memory, all of these. कोड़ा हबो motherboard. Then your next question. Which memory is an example of a semiconductor memory and is a volatile memory? RAM, ROM, cache, flash memory. Kuda RAM. Which memory is permanent and is used for storing the BIOS instruction at the time of manufacturing to store the computer? RAM, ROM, cache, all of the above. Kuda ROM. Then next pen drive and memory card are considered dash storage. Flash memory volatile, temporary, non-permanent. कोड़ा हबो flash memory. Option A is the right answer. Then your next question. Which of the following portable storage device is likely to have the least storage capacity? Zip disk, floppy disk, CD, DVD. कोड़ा floppy disk is the right answer. Accumulator is a dash that store intermediate result. Hardware unit, register, sequential circuit, finite set machine. कोड़ा हबो हार्डवेयर यूनिट तो हबनी, sequential circuit भी हबनी, finite set machine भी हबनी. ताले हमर हबो कोन register is the right answer. Then next what is the purpose of a virtual memory in a computer system? I mean virtual unit purpose to provide additional RAM for faster processing, to store temporarily internet files, to create virtual mechanism, to store the operating system file. To provide additional RAM for a faster processing. Option A is the right answer. In a computer is capable to store single binary bit. In a computer dash is capable to store single binary bit. Koda capacitor, flip flop, register and indicator. Indicator तो हबनी, capacitor भी हबन मिलाने. कौन हबो ना flip flop is the right answer. In which type of memory once the program or data is written it can be changed? कोड में डाटा चेंज कर EEPROM, PROM, EEPROM, none of this. कोड हवा not be change PROM. PROM रे हमें कौन करे डाटा को चेंज कर पारिबा नहीं. Which of the following is an example of a solid state storage device? कोडा which of the following is an example solid storage device? Sorry, DVD भूल. कौन हवा आंसर? USB flash drive. Then your next question. Which of the following statement is true about to secondary memory? Secondary memory हमें कौन कहता है? Auxiliary memory. Computer may run without secondary memory. It is also known as a backup memory. Data is permanently stored even power is switched off. All are correct. कोड़ा? All are correct हवा. Where are program and data kept while the processor is using them? Main memory, secondary memory, disk memory, program memory. कोड़ा हो? Main memory कहेंगे ना हमारे data kept रहेंगे. Rearranging and allocating space in memory to provide for a multiple computing tasks is called multitasking. Then primary storage is dash as compared to secondary storage. Slow and inexpensive, fast and inexpensive, fast and expensive, slow and expensive. Koda fast and expensive. The computer internal memory consists of cache memory register, CPU register, main memory, cache memory, main memory, secondary memory, virtual memory and cache memory. कोड़ा हवा CPU register, main memory, आउट कौन cache memory. Option B is the right answer. यही परि भाव रे हमरा कौन 50 टा क्वेश्चन हमरा सरी जाइछि. तो ये वीडियो रे टिके मिस्टेक अच्छी तो से क्षमा करेंगे. तो पुणी आ 50 टा मेमोरी ऑफ कंप्यूटर धरिक आसबि. पुणी आम 50 टा MCQ प्रीवियस ईयर प्रैक्टिस करवा. रही चैनल को समस्ते सब्सक्राइब आउ लाइक करदे. थैंक यू.